Welcome to this session of openmentor.net. Our motto is the whole world can learn for free. The last session of CRM we talked about overview. There are three topics under CRM: marketing, sales and support. In this very specific session we are going to talk about marketing. In marketing, already we gave the overview as you target a broad audience, create mind share. Let us take a typical toothpaste. We know that the population needs this, but how do you know that the person who buys the toothpaste buys your brand? So you could have seen advertisements are known as ads in newspapers, in radio, in magazines, in TV, right? So somehow the company needs to create awareness about product to the generic population. Your customer is one among the generic population. So creating awareness, getting the mind share, making sure the brand is registered in the mind is the key goal of marketing. In this one, there are different ways that we can do marketing. One of the important activities is called campaign, right? Campaign means conducting a lot of events or monitoring these advertisements all come under campaign. Let us first discuss about what are the modes of campaign. A campaign is the vehicle through which your brand is carried to the end customers. As you all know, ads in TV, radio, this is one mode. Then ads or SMS on mobile, or print media such as papers, magazines, and then some newsletters. That's a print media. Or road shows, you conduct an event, right? Or you conduct a competition to create awareness, right? And this is not just ending. There are different ways to do in online also. Online ads through search engine ads, job portal ads. And again, whoever does innovative campaign will attract the end users' eyes and ears. So companies are trying to get innovative way. Some companies use polite campaigning. Some companies use go and disturb the customer to get awareness. It may backfire, but still it may be you do something to get the attraction, right? It's like the kids, very young kids. They will say if they don't have attention, to seek attention, they will do something, right? They may sing a song for you, or they may come and hug you, or they may break something to get your attention, right? So how you are able to attract the end user's attention is the key in campaigning. Now when it comes to in fact, one person here says email campaigning. Yes, yeah, you send emails about your product. Emailers, they call it as email blast. But someone has to think through the campaign. What are we going to tell to the customer? What story we are building? And what is our target audience, right? If you are selling a very specific, for example, school bags, office going people are not your target audience, right? So understanding the target audience is the key. But there are millions of people who fall under that category. So first, understand your target audience. You are going to sell mobile phones, right? That's a different target audience. You are going to sell cigarettes. That's a different target audience, right? So it changes from time to time and based on your product lines, right? So understanding the target audience is the key. Again, under this part, you need to narrow down to territory or geography. A campaign in metros or cities will work in one way. A campaign in rural areas will work the other way. So a campaign has to think through target audience in different territory and geographies, and then they will also do socio-economic mix. Before doing the campaign, they will understand this. Based on this, you have to target your campaign. You have to frame your campaign. Okay, how can I get socio-economic mix? How can I get statistics? There are a lot of market research companies, right? People might have heard about famous names like A.Z. Nielsen, Gartner, Forrester, right? They do relentless search in the market. There are a lot of companies, local companies do, international companies do. They have eyes and ears, people who can do surveys, who can collect statistics from the field from time to time. So they know the pattern of what is the need of every single person in a broad level. So you can get some of the market intelligence reports, right? They are called market intelligence reports. Get from them. Based on that, format a campaign. Again, usually they will give a campaign name of campaign. Then from what date to what date it is effective. Because if you use the same campaign and the same story for 1 year, people may not buy it. So you need to find different compelling reasons, right? Or compelling stories, attractive stories to attract the customers. And you may have to design brochures, right? Or signboards or specific ads, print ads, right? Even designing will be done. There are exclusive companies which can do ad design. When you are thinking about a print ad, when you are thinking about a brochure, all these things, there comes another thing called brand ambassador, right? When you say brand ambassador, people will try to get typically movie stars, TV stars, sports people, because they are all known. Their face is known. Since their face is known, you can easily attach a brand to their face, right? For example, XYZ basketball player is associated with ABC shoes. So that kind of associating a brand with the very well-known star is one of the conventions people use. So design a campaign, create brochures, right? Have a brand ambassador, right? Print brochures. Then how are you going to send those? Suppose you format an email, a very good file, HTML image, everything well formatted. Then you need to know to whom you have to send. There are companies which provide online data. You can see companies selling emails, phones of people based on their market research, so that you can send, say, if you send 10,000 emails with your product brochure and detail, maybe 5% may look at the email and then they respond back. They may. So there's a chance. So you increase your probability, have more spread. So you create a campaign, then have a target date, a time frame, then send it to the people. If it is TV ad or radio ad or newspaper ad, the window is short. Then how many times the ad must be shown, right? On TV. Again, at very specific times or between the intervals in the play, when should I show this ad? There are timings, right? For example, in India, cricket is famous. When someone hits a 4 or someone hits a 6, there may be a line going at the bottom of the screen with that particular brand name. Or for just 10 seconds after the 6, all that eyes are seeing the TV, you show just 5 minutes quick ad. 5 seconds quick ad. 5 minutes is too long a time for an ad, right? So they will the positioning of the ad at the very specific time is the key role. So some of the market research people also provide statistics on that. For example, prime time TV show, what kind of audience are viewing from Chicago area? What all the TV movies which are watched by say New Delhi people in India at night 8 o'clock, right? So pretty much you have a viewership, right, data of TV. Same way readership data of newspapers. You analyze what is the kind of people who are buying this newspaper, position your ad, release it, right? So advertisements, campaigns. Again, suppose if you are putting a board with big ad, right, maybe 100 feet by 100 feet board, then at which place this board needs to be placed? Maybe at the intersection of two famous roads, or near the subway, or should it be opposite to the railway station, or it should be just opposite to the arrival hall of the airport? Where should I position the board? There are agencies, ad agencies, which can help in positioning that, lighting that, right, cleaning that, right? Everything needs to be done, because a bad board, a bad sign will actually drive your target audience to the other side. So your positioning must be good. So that part is called campaign. So the campaign can happen in any mode, right? If you have seen some of the search engines, they also show ads at top or side. Then there is something called context sensitive ads, especially in search engines. When you search for something related to that search word, ads are shown. If you take most of the revenue of search engines like Google, the money comes from ad. That ad is the basic ingredient of campaign. Make sure the name of your brand reaches the mind of people. If that is done, half the battle is already won, right? So that kind of thing is coming under campaign. Okay, there is another set of campaign called events, or say shows, road shows. That means I need to print the brochures, I need to print invites, send invites, arrange the venue, then receive people, right? Then conduct the event, get feedback. That's a lot. During the event, what are you presenting, right? Who is going? Do you have a stall, right? You could see a lot of stalls in a big event where you can position your products or services. Again, stall dimension of the stall, and what is the backdrop of the stall, and who is going to man the stall. Everything needs to be planned. All are part of campaign. So the campaign creates some amount of awareness. Then another important part is, how do you know that the campaign was effective? This may not come immediately through that. So during campaign itself, there may be some surveys. You can get mobile survey or email survey or directly go to the mall, because many times I have seen people standing in the mall soon after you purchase. They will ask two questions. Is it good? Would you buy it again? Just two questions. That shows the quality and the courtesy that has been given in that particular store. So how do you know the campaign was effective? So surveys can happen. At the same time, at a later point of time, customers may call back. Then they may say, hey, I met this person in your stall in this particular event. I like your product. Can you give more information about that? Then you know, okay, this campaign has converted one mind to talk to us. Same way, customers may send email also saying that I have seen your ad in the TV. Can you give me more details, right? So, effectiveness of the campaign, you may not know how effective it was immediately, right? So, it has to be evaluated through surveys. Again, when the calls or emails come from customers, then you need to ask, how did you know about us? Okay, good, that's great. That's what customer support representatives or marketing agents will talk when customers are calling back. But most important thing is the first impression is the best impression, right? The first impression that your ad sets or your stall sets when a customer comes to your place is the key. So marketing team should aim at getting the mind share and then making sure that your brand comes at the top. There may be 5 different brands, but if your brand comes at the top, there's obviously a chance that the customer may buy your product. So marketing involves a whole lot of campaigns and getting the surveys back to get the effectiveness of that campaign. Again, marketing strategies change from time to time, right? In fact, recently I have seen one company giving ads in newspapers. Till last month we have not seen that. Then when we checked about that, they said, okay, this board exam results are getting announced. We are expecting about 25 to 30% failures, and our educational institution is providing coaching classes for the people who fail the exam. So since the results are getting announced today, we are giving the ad today. So that the life of the ad may be 1 or 2 days, but that is most effective only when you give on that day. So things change from time to time, marketing strategies change from time to time. Innovative ideas always get the attention of every individual customers. So that is the trick of marketing. Okay, so I'll stop here. From the next session we will talk about sales. Thank you.